Hello everyone, welcome back. Episode, I don't know. You guys do, I don't. Right. So, done a little bit of, almost like fast forwarding, playing for a few minutes. I was going to explain why we always seem to have so high food processing, because that is something that seems to always be on top, that we always catch up with it the second timeline allows us, then we always catch up. And here is the reason why this is happening. And this is something you will find all the time in the Mesolithic timeline. It is simply, because hunters are now also learning food processing skills. And why are they doing that? Because they are doing a lot of stripping. So you can see that all hunters will also be having food processing. That means that there are a high majority of people in the Mesolithic, of course, being hunters, because that's, you know, how you're supposed to live, that will also have the food processing skills, and hence also the probability of increasing it to the max. And that is the reason why we can see that we tend to always have the food processing skills following the timeline. Now, here is the thing. The developers would like us to manage all of these following the timeline, and that is not possible at the moment. We spam like idiots, but we're still not superbly winning. Yeah, so what we're working on now is stone working, because that's important to get the next things we want, and also architecture, because that is also important to keep tribe happy. And you can see tribe is bothered, and they are bothered because they want better sleeping arrangements. Yeah, so it's plus 18, that's 18 unrest. And that shows as a bothered face. A blue face is not significantly dangerous unless you're in hardcore and you have a combination unrest with people that has high will. That could become very dangerous. But we don't need to talk about that, because that is not going to be an issue here in beginners. The tribe is much more acceptable of a lot of the crap we throw at them in beginners, and also to a high degree on normal difficulty. Right, so what we are doing is that we are adding the highest we can have. So this is plus 8. It needs only 150 raw stone, so we can actually make 2. So what I am going to do, I'm going to actually place down 2. And since the danger is only blue, there's only blue face, we do not have to stress with having it done tomorrow. So I'm going to leave those 2 to do these things. And she is... Oh, that's great. They're never going to get done because both of them are learners. Okay, we have to do something else. Then we need to do this, and we're going to make sure that we squeeze out those that does not have the skills, because we have architecture on several of the members, so we don't need them to be all learners, you know, or people without the skill. We just need them to be at least 2 of them to be maxed, so that we can progress or try to keep up with timeline to get better housing. Yeah, because our goal is to keep them as happy as we can all the time. And when that is said, we must then go directly to the food we're giving them, and also to the sleeping area, sleeping place we're giving them, because they are demanding. They certainly are. Now let's see who we've got. So we put in, ta-da. Okay, you don't have it. You don't. Oh, you do. Okay, so this guy has 6%. He needs to get up to 20. He will get up to 20. It's just the clearing doesn't give anything, but as soon as they start building, they do get something. So where is he? Why is he gathering pairs? Oh, because he changed group. You twiddle. See, I don't like that they do that. Oh wait, this is a better idea. As a young guy who can learn the skill. Let's have a look at this. Yeah, no, there she is. She is max. She will help progress, and he will learn it, and she will probably not learn it. She's old, and she's a bit bob. She's a bit imbecile. Did we talk about this last time? We did, didn't we? Because she's also the one who did the stoneworking. She's an imbecile, but yeah. No, she'll probably learn another skill before she passes. She has got like 20 years left, around age 70. She is very big, so she could be even 72. Yeah, the oldest I've had was 78, I think. Yeah, 78. But that depends on their biology and also their grades from their attributes. So attributes are those that all are born with. They are born with them in varying degrees. And these play a large part, in not only in how long they live, but also on how they behave during life. Also how well they're doing with various things. It's a little bit like, you know, like real life. So the grades, they are 3 positives and they are 3 negatives. So what we see in red are the negatives. So this is grade 3 of intellect, of intelligence. And the leaf that is drooping is because she is elder. When you're younger, when you're a young child, you have a small budding leaf. Let's see if I can find one. This one. He has a small, can you see a small budding leaf? While an adult will have a normal grown leaf. And the elder have the drooping ones, yeah? So what else? Yeah, here. Oh God, was she the one that I thought wouldn't be the tribe leader? Now she is? I can't remember. Anyway, so the blue is the neutrals. That is biology. You can't do anything about it. You as a player can do nothing about it. You can't do anything about these either, though. But yeah. So she's female, and of course she is very big. So she has extra 15 more sleeps or so, or between 12 and 14, maybe 10. I'm not sure. And this skillful belongs to the skill which is here. And she has a high degree of, she has the most advanced. She's number 3, grade 3 of skills. And she's also grade 3 of stupidity. There's a bit of a conundrum here, but being stupid in this case means more academic. Her hands and the skill with her hands is a completely different thing. Yeah, because this is her being skilled. You know, she will easily take things like she will easily learn woodworking. She will easily learn stoneworking. You know, things that you work with your hand and stuff. Your hands. And this is her being very resolved. This is grade 2. Grade 2 of will attribute. So all these things play a part in how people behave, how well they're doing. So this is an adult, this is a female, and she's bothered, yeah. And there she is determined. Determined is, what is determined? Now resolved I think is grade 1, and determined is grade 2. And what is the last? I can't remember. Yeah, memory is a nice banana. So this is the fitness increase. She's strong. That is the first grade. I'm the one who smashes things, okay? Please don't. Oh, and he's a smart cookie. So he can easily learn things. He can easily learn everything. But he sees the logic in a lot of stuff. And this is a feeble one. Feeble is the second grade of fitness. And of course, clumsy. Clumsy is the first. Is it the first? Yeah, I think it's the first grade of skill. Yeah. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, no. She's not hungry, I promise. So this is what shows when she has less than 10 days left to live. Because you can see her health is now, her fitness is now 3. That means roughly 3 days before she passes from old age. She's 70. It's a good age for this era. I would like to put to bed a myth that a lot of people think is correct. People could live up to 60, 70 and even 80 in the Mesolithic timeline as well. It was not a thing of that they couldn't become that long. We need to think of the word average here. And average also takes into account everyone that died as infants and very young. And this will drag down the average age of life expectancy. So even though we have a family, say we have a village of 50, four of those 50 are elders over 60, 20 are children under 10. During 1 year, if one child dies, then the average lifespan will automatically go down. If half of those children dies, which was quite common, if not more, you will have lowered it by more than 40%, and suddenly the average lifespan is 30 years. So don't be fooled by that. They could easily, not easily, they could become both 60 plus and up. They just had to survive childhood. They had to survive all the damage they got. Infections was a huge killer. If they got infections, they had very little to fight the most stubborn ones, because there was loads of, there were shamans and stuff that tried their best to keep people alive with what they found in nature. But it wasn't like today. We have antibiotics. If we didn't have antibiotics today, we would have a lot higher death rate as well, and a much lower average life expectancy. But we also don't harm ourselves as much as we do. We don't hunt anymore, do we? We don't run after mammoths and being threatened by cave bears and God knows. So there's a lot of factors that needs to be considered before we say this or this or that. So average lifespan is the average between all ages, and then we land at around 30 to 40 for the Mesolithic. But the Mesolithic people lived much healthier than any of the Neolithic people did, due to what they ate. So yeah, so let's not be blind to that. The Mesolithic was so hard that everybody died before they were 30. No, that's not how it works. It's pure average, because if you avoided infections and being damaged to a point where your life was shortened, you could easily live to 60 plus. Really, no, you really could. Just look it up. The most common reason for death among women, young women between ages of 10 to 16, was childbirth. Yeah. And for men between 10 or between 12 and 16 was probably the women. No. It was damages and infections. They're getting hurt following animals being attacked by animals and stuff like that. Disease alone, and the more they were in a tribe, the more likely they were to get diseases. So there's a lot of factors playing a part in why the Mesolithic man had such a low average lifespan. Yeah. And I also like that we found so much evidence that they take care of their disabled ones. I really like that. It just shows that we shouldn't hog tie any kind of moral to the modern era. It was there long before our time, seriously. Right, why do you not have a grave? What? No grave. How long have you been in the ground, or on the ground, rotting? Oh, she just died, didn't she? Oh, okay, yesterday. We have time. No worries. We have like 8 days or so. Or is it more on beginners? I think you have 4 days on hardcore before they start to build. They build up to 25 unrest per member. So if you have 2 members in your family that dies, and none of them are getting buried, in the end you will have plus 50 unrest due to it. I can understand that though. We don't leave our loved ones to rot in the sun, do we? No, we don't. No, we don't. Right, so I'm going to... Are they done building? That was quick. Did they... Oh, crikey, now I can't see if they increased. Did they increase? They did not. Okay. It's time to do the... Oops, I'm going to do 2 of you. It's time to do the cheat. Well, what else are we going to do? Why is it red? You twiddle. There you go. Yelling at everything. That's not going my way. It's my way or the highway. Oh, I hate when I do that. They need to be on the line. Yeah, I'm just going to place down a ton so he's constantly busy, because that's the point. You get the same guy to do the work. It's backwards. It's not supposed to be like this. So they are changing it. I just hope they're changing it to something that it makes more sense than this and having to spam crap. I understand creating tasks to make sure that the next generation blah blah blah. I get that. I have no problem understanding that. My problem is that nobody did this. They learned it a lot faster. You know, that is my problem. Nothing else. Let's do sticks here because we need sticks. And rope. Rope. But it also means that some of the animals will come. Oh, I don't need that one. But some of the animals will come and eat my ropes. But that's fine. We'll just hunt them and get some extra meat, because it will be herbivores only coming to get those. Actually, I could be inviting trouble here. Or maybe I shouldn't do that. I'll take it away. I'll just let them go here and get the rope. I'm gonna remove a few of these so we get some out. Okay. Let's see what you girls got. So they're supposed to have more of the skills that tribe needs. And they do. Here we have stoneworking. This guy is going to propel us from 10% to 17%. And I think then we only lack, is it 3%? No, maybe it's just... I can't remember how much we need to get the stone axes. But we don't really need food processing, but we are at least getting that one. So we are going to get that from him. Oh, she also has stone. She's less. Oh, but look. She's got 30% architecture. We have only 20. So now we are getting stuff from, ta-da, the migrants. So that is a way to do it. You either wait for migrants or you work towards it yourself. Working towards it yourself can take time. So, oh God, I got a hiccup again. What is happening? If I'm so stupid, I have anything with like a slight amount of sugar in it when I have my breakfast, I will be hiccuping all the day. It's ridiculous. Why? Why you do this? Maybe I should just get some more coffee instead. White bread has a lot of sugar in it, seriously. Even if you just have it as a toast with a bit of butter, it's still sugar. God damn. Yeah, get done, guys. We need... how long should it be now? Is it day 3 now? Oh. Oh, she doesn't have any... doesn't have any relatives that can complain. Never mind. Take your time. That is so disrespectful. Oh my God, Lily. Right. So. Now we have better options for housing. Look at that. So, this one is the best option we have at the moment. But this one still has plus, so we don't have to start gathering reed. We don't have to. So these two will have same amount, always. And these two will have same amount, always, of sleep quality, I mean. So if you don't have enough straw, if you don't want to use straw, use stones when you are in this timeline and you get away with it. Any plus is good. It doesn't have to be plus 30. Plus 30 is useful if you give them food they hate, because then that will counter the unrest that they get from, for instance, eating pine cones or roots or even bone marrow. I don't know why they hate bone marrow. Bone marrow is delicious. Anyway, so the next one that is the best, which is plus 30, you can see the best will always be plus 30. But it will only be plus 30 until the next comes along that is even better. Then quality will diminish and diminish and diminish, yeah? So we should just stick to these, and we'll probably do a few of the smaller ones, I think, as well. But I'm also considering how long can we stay. Because region 2, which is this area where we are now, is so lenient with regards to food that we don't have to. I don't think we have to move. We can just stay forever. But I would like to show you guys a little bit of scavenge running first. You don't have to do it, because I will show you a technique that you can use so that you don't have to use a ton of fine raw stone to get a ton of logs to build palisades around everything. I'm going to show you how you can do it instead. I might actually load one of my old testing tribes to show you how it looks when it's done, unless I get to finish this before the game is corrupted by a gazillion patches that will be coming up. We are still on 0.37 because I found a little bit more that needed to be done, and the dev needed to do a bit of testing himself to see. So I'm waiting for that. So I'm still on 0.37, but I do think that today or tomorrow there will be 0.38 and or 0.39. So we might corrupt the entire game. The save plus many. I have no count of how many games I've lost due to corrupt. How long does he have left? No, I need more graves, I think. Yeah. Yeah, I think I need to put down another grave or two. But I'm just going to give them one person to work on each and not put on the priority. Because don't forget, priority also decides how many is allowed to work on the project. So if I put down this one here, would something need repairs? No, not that one. Okay, let's do this one. You can say, okay, never mind. This one? Okay. Oh, we don't have tools for chopping. This one. You can see when it's like this, you can see 2 people are allowed to work on it. If you increase the priority, you can see now 3 people are allowed to work on it. If you put it on the lowest, only 1 is allowed to work. So default is this on 2. And don't forget that clearing and building and repairing are 2 different things. So even though clearing has 2 spots, building, when you put it on like that, has 2. So that will change based on how much needs clearing and what the priority is. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Yeah. This one is an axe. I don't know why I paused it. Just delete it because we don't have access, do we? We didn't get access, did we? Gosh, what if I had missed it? Oh, for heaven's sakes! Oh, it's painful to be this stupid, seriously. So we don't need a ton of these. I'm going to give them 2. Actually, no, I'm going to give them 2. I'm going to let you guys do 50 of these. And you guys won't be needing more than 3, 2, 3. But I'm going to do 4. Because they take 3 of these each. What the heck? So we don't need that. I'm going to give them 50. And then I'm going to... Yeah, you can just, because you can just continue to work on toolsmithing. Look there. Can you see toolsmithing is 26, so we need to get up to around 30-ish, 35-ish. So fruit processing is 36. Yeah, roughly 36-ish. Then I need not you guys. Yeah, you have that. And you have that. Yeah, that's fine. Let's see what the tribe is. It's bothered. Okay, then let's do more. Okay, which one is it? This one. I keep forgetting that we don't have, you know. Wait a minute. Do they have control over a thingy area? Oh, this happens so much because I'm not paying attention. There you go. No need to have it in any group. But let's get more housing down. 199. You can do another one of these. We should also start to replace these with better quality. We don't need to take everyone, but we need to take quite a few. So half at least. I think I would take 4-ish, yeah, and replace them with something else with a little bit higher quality. So I'm going to let them build in peace. Oh, maybe I should ask the gathering groups to also get a few of these. Don't need more than one. Actually, never mind, because we're going to move, aren't we? Take as many as you want. And also take as many of those as you want. Ooh, bone harpoons. I won't say no to that. But I'm going to need more people here. We started with absolutely F all, and then suddenly everything came. There you go. Right, so I'm going to start to truncate the videos a bit, so they are not so boring all of a sudden. There's too little happening in the miso, isn't it? It's a lot of playing on full speed and just waiting around. It's because we lack so much content. Yeah? Right. I think as the tribe grows, it's time to start naming different things, because we've had a few migrants, a few birds now, so we are 5 more than we were when I started truncate the video. And we also got hazel bows, so we want that. So this is basically going to be the all weapons and stuff group. This is just how I do it. Of course, you will arrange your own stuff as you see fit, of course. So this is going to be ropes, actually, and not fine sticks. Fine sticks is going to be a different one. You guys are going to be fine sticks. Right. So for now, that's just the way it's going to look. You're going to continuously make it, and you guys are doing this like that, and we need to activate the fisherman again, simply because we cannot afford to lose the skill, because if we don't have anyone on the tasks, we are going to lose skills. So where's the other one? Okay, so this one is empty at the moment, so it can take the fish. How are we doing with the baskets? We need to be good with keeping up with putting food in baskets and stuff. So we can do 2, because we have 44 plant fiber, and 6 times 2 is 32, so then we can do 2 baskets. So let's do that. Then let's just look at what else is laying around. This one is empty, so that can be replaced with some of the new tools we've got. You are a small overflow, and that's it. Okay, fine. Oh yeah, I put that one on low because I want them to go here, didn't I? Yeah, that's why the stone has low prio. These are fine. I'm going to change this one when we get that far. I'm not sure how long we're going to stay here though. So a good way to make sure that you actually know a little bit when it's getting time to consider migration. In beginners, you can actually stay in the same locality forever from start to finish in region 2. Bear that in mind. In region 2, on hardcore, you will have severe issues in any other region than region 2. You can manage perhaps in region 3 north, because it's so close to region 2 that there will be not a huge difference. But if you want to succeed without migrating from 10k BC into the Neolithic timeline on hardcore, you should start in region 2 or you will struggle. You will struggle because the food is so low. Yeah. So we need the fishermen to be active so that they have a chance to skill up, especially the younger ones, because when the old ones die, we lose their skills unless someone else has gotten the same amount as they have in tribe, and of course not dead. That's a kind of thing you need to be. You need to be alive to keep the skill up in the tribe. Kind of goes without saying a little bit. Right, and then we're going to have these. So these guys are going to be sticks and also a few logs. And these guys are going to be, this looks like free workers because they have the lowest priority, so they are free workers. And these guys are going to be raw stone, I think. And these should, yeah, we need to have one called crafter mats, because that should be one on its own. I'm going to create that and then adjust the other groups. So like I said, this is just how I do it. You do not have to do it like this, yeah? So you and you and you and you. And you are going to have a limit. You are definitely going to have a limit. And you guys are going to be free at the moment. So I'm going to remove this. And this. Because we don't need two groups doing it. And I'm going to remove you. And you. But you guys can share at the moment. There you go. Yeah. Hunters we're going to leave as is. Because these are doing the vermin, aren't they? So they are doing the smaller things. Okay, I know you can see animals you shouldn't see. So just don't look. And these guys are going to do the larger prey. I'm not going to show you more. You guys just probably paused the video to see what kind of animals was there. You have seen nothing, okay? That needs to be agreed upon. Otherwise, you're not allowed to watch my videos. It's just I could not stay in the other one because I hated the bug. Because I knew the bug was there and it would eventually affect us when the tribe got bigger. So I didn't want that. So I'm just preparing you guys for, yeah, more content. let's say I'm preparing you guys for more content. Yeah, keeping up the hype. Oh god, no, we can't tell the truth and I'm senile and don't remember what's what. Yeah, I'm sure there's not a single one watching my videos that does not know that sheep is coming. Not a single one that doesn't know that that the domestic sheep is coming. Yeah, there it is. With weaving and cloth making and stuff. Yeah, all plans are ready. You just need to code it. God, I wish we had more coders. Things would be so much quicker then, you know. We'd have so much more things. Yeah. And looking at the mountains, I want caves in these mountains that you can choose to flipping live in. And also fight with cave bears and cave lions and stuff. God, I don't remember what was where in Europe at what time, but I do know we are going to get some form of saber-toothed cat. I'm just not sure which one it is, because they went extinct fairly early, I think. Yeah, no, I will need to do more research before I write anything in stone, because I could be terribly wrong. Right, so let's see what we've got. You guys don't need to be 4. I'll put you down on 1 so we get better progress. You're maxed. You're maxed. That means that these 3 will progress. So we are keeping up with the times. Now what we're now 66 BC. So we're now at 41% that we're allowed to learn. See, pottery, we're not allowed to learn more yet. So what we have then are, what do we have? Nothing. We have flipboard. Thought we had something. No, we don't. So, wait a minute, am I full of it? No, I'm not. So what we need, oh, we got these as well. I didn't even notice. Well, we don't need them because we have a fairly happy tribe because they will rotate well, but I am going to remove a lot of these. And these is just to spam progress, that's it. Because that's what happened, isn't it? Because now we have 35% architecture, we can go up to, is it 41? To 41 this timeline. So we're only lacking 6%. That's not too bad at all, is it? Toolsmithing has been improved. Excellent. Look at that, we're creeping up So tool speeding is 42 here. So you can see they seem to have varying, so they have varying degrees how far you can go. Yeah. So that's also something you need to keep in mind, that not everything is same, because you can see both the fishing and the hunting is completely 100%. You can spam as much as you want and learn as much as you want. You can learn 100% in 10 kbc if you can, if you want. Not easy to do with 7 people, but hey, you can die trying. Let's have a look at these. Of course, a Njol is the one who keeps increasing things. No, so they have changed. Oh, flipping heck! Oh! What are you guys eating? Oh, because I have leather pelts out there. Oh my god! Okay, get up, guys. Oh, is there more coming? Oh, you're kidding me! You know the red is scaring me shitless. Oh my god! What? Help! Yeah, they're coming now when it's dark. When they can't see any humans, they're gonna come and steal my... I need to get all my leather inside. Otherwise, they will be coming. I need to protect my leather. Come on, Lily, you should have known this. I actually did know this, but I wasn't aware they had dropped a few outside. So, yeah. Just having that done. Just get them there. Now we need people to... Oh god, is there gonna be more? No. No, that's it, right? Buck? Okay, you need to chase that one too now. That's the only one left. Yeah, bye. Oof. Yeah. So get the pelts in, guys. Don't drop them outside. With the, Oh, I think the, yeah, I think the storage areas were full. So just drop them where they got them. So that is on me, I'm afraid. So just keep the storage areas big enough. Otherwise you will have this situation. Come on, guys, pick it up. Pick it up. Pick it up, you peons. Peasants. Gosh. I will be a horrid chief. I will be like Caligula. Well, I wouldn't torture them. Well, yes, I would. But with work hours and constant work, yeah. Yeah, you had that coming. You had no business coming chomping on my animal hide. You fiddle flopple flippity flop. Yeah. That's how you swear with kids in the room. Flippity flippity flop flop flop. Or use different words altogether. Thank goodness I don't have any kids in the room, but I don't know how young the people are who are watching this video, even though I have clearly stated on YouTube it is not for kids, because I swear at times like an old sailor. And my excuse is I grew up in northern Norway, where we had swear words as dots and commas. And when my mom is not from northern Norway, she's from Bergen. She has that lovely swinging accent, and she was very well raised, like a lady. And every time I swore, especially if I swore a lot, she would say, your grandma would be so proud of you, because my grandma was from northern Norway and she swore like a flipping old sailor. And she was brutal in her swearing. I'm not kidding. All the words that she would say, even I was shocked. Oh yeah, yeah. It came straight from the liver from her. There was no dinky doinky with her. It was straight out. And sometimes it shouldn't have been straight out, but hey, who am I to say? I swear myself. I think everybody swears. Can't help it, especially when you're angry. It just comes out, doesn't it? Squirk. That's my excuse. That's the only excuse I have. Let me have it. Oh, let me get away with the excuse. How much leather we have? Okay, so they are starting to rot away. So what I then tend to do, especially in hardcores, I don't want to waste anything, is I look around where they are to see if anyone asks for leather in exchange for any goods. They only want things that I want to keep. Why? Why? Like there. Shall we have a ton of pets? What do you say, guys? How many do we have? We have 57. So let's trade some. Don't need to trade everything, but I want them to take the most worn. So don't forget that the system now, when it comes to public, it's not in public yet, it's in testing server here, is that things that are wasted, or not wasted, wasting and deteriorating, depending on the grade of deterioration, they will not affect fresher things, because system will chuck out the older ones and avoid putting too fresh in with too old. So that is something that has changed recently, and it's a really good idea, because normally you will have, like in real life, if you put a bag of apples and you put a rotten one on top, you will affect the ones underneath. It's the same in real life. And exactly like that, they have done it here in game, but this time we are actually having that they will be more separate. So when you see that there are half rotten or more or less rotted food next to a storage area, you know that it has been oystered out to give space to the fresh ones. You will see the green. Look, this is it. Look, can you see the green smoke? That is waste. It's starting to waste. As you can see, this is coming from the leather, because we wanted to trade it away. As you can see, this one here has fresh leather and not the rotting one, so they are in different areas. Yeah, so they're not put together. So this is something you will see when you have a lot of food. You will see some of the food being chucked out from the storage option that has fresh food as well, that those who are about to rot away, they will be chucked out so that they can either be eaten or do whatever you want with them. But the fresh ones will then get priority on the storage option. Yeah. How many did you guys take? So you left 25. I could probably have taken more. Could have taken more people, but okay, that's fine. 29. Let's see what they're asking. They're asking, okay, so we might get, oh, okay, we'll get roughly 15 pairs. At least they will be loved by tribe, because they bring happiness. I think the amount is -7 unrest. So it's +7 appeasement and -7 unrest. The my cat just came in, and I got her hair, her face in my face, and she's molting at the moment. So I just got a lot of hair in my nose, so I had to sneeze a bit. Oh, she's a ragdoll mix, and she's long hair. So gosh, I'm acting like I am allergic, but I'm not. I'm not allergic to anything. I have intolerance of some things, but you know, not allergy. But anyway, so it's a good thing that we have this system now, because you can often see that you put fresh food in with more decayed food, and suddenly everything is decaying, even the fresh. And that's actually really annoying, to be honest. And I'm glad they finally changed that. Yeah. See the so don't forget, there are 2 sizes of waste icon. You have the normal one, which is when they're actually deteriorating. And here's a good example here, right here. So this one here has higher degrading items than this one here. So this one is deteriorating, while this one is plain wasting. So you can see it's starting to waste here now, while these are barely showing, but they are deteriorating. Yeah, so you can see the size difference on the icons. So the big one is more decayed, and the little one is starting to deteriorate. Yeah, so if you just keep that as a rule of thumb, then you will know how urgent it is that you're either using up or trading away, or you know, crafting things from it, or yeah. So when you see you have a lot of pelts that is starting to rot, and then it is really time to increase your tanners, because pelts are less worth than leather when you trade them. So if you want to focus on trading when you're going more and more away from doing leather objects, if you haven't got, all right, this is a weapon that is still not in game that uses leather. I'm not gonna disclose it. You'll probably see it anyway. I'll forget that this is going to public, and then I will just show you anyway, like I always do, like a senile old bat. But leather has more uses in the next version coming of tools, which is already in testing, of course. It has been for several months. So yeah, so leather will have a better use, and of course we're going to use them for a big pelt huts. And don't forget, the big pelt huts, when they are first built, all housing after big pelt huts. So big pelt huts, log roundhouse, stone roundhouse, mud roundhouse, mud house, and longhouse will not take any damage from any animals when they are built. They can take damage when they are being built, because then animals can step over things and break things, because it's under construction, it's not fully built. Yeah, so keep that in mind. So this is also why it's a good idea to not place down 50 million at the same time when you haven't got fences. So just do one at a time, and at least that's how I would recommend for new players, so you don't get overwhelmed. Because if you are playing beginners, you will also have a lot more animals than you will in both normal and hardcore. So yeah, so fences is important. Although it is toned down a lot, you won't have a lot of animals coming, but you can get less if you play slower. Yes, if you put it on a slower speed like I did now, you'll have much less if you put up at least some fences, and you'll have much less if you remember to put everything that can attract stuff into storage that has lids. If it doesn't have lids, you can just as well leave it in the open. The reason why I do this is to get everything inside my walls. I have done all these not because we must do it, because you don't have to have storage areas. You don't have to. Your tribe will carry things around your area anyway. But I do it for organization and to get everything inside the four corners of the fence, because I don't want animals coming every night to chomp on my stuff that is in the open. So now with the fence we have hindered that all the smaller animals, except rats, those pesky rats, they will come as they see fit. We have avoided everything else. But what I have noticed more and more, actually, because I play more and more in this version, is that we tend to... I wish we could see the paths some of the animals are taking, because there are ancient paths that we sometimes build over that we are not aware of, that we can't see. So I wish we could see that somehow, because we've had animals just walking straight through the corner, for instance, and several in a row. So that tells me, okay, they have got a path there that we can't see in game. And you have several that wanders next to you, and if you have stuff out in the open, they might step on it, a bit of leather or a few plant fiber, to them it's nature, they just step on it. So that is a reason why you put everything inside and then have fences. The biggest one you can't stop, but here in region 2 we are so temperate, we should have a minimal amount of invasion from the bigger animals, like the aurochs, the wild horses, and the deer, because they are in majority afraid of us. They will not want to be with us. It's going to be something very specific if they're going to come, like a drought. They have no food there, but in my opinion they would rather die than go to humans, so which is why they come at night. They can't see any of us, they can just see the straw. So that I understand. And also when there's no grazing, there's no graze lack. There is graze lack, oh my god, I can't talk. There is too little of the grass that they need to survive out in the wild. They will come and try to see at night if there's anything that we have that they can eat. They will eat fiber as well, because that is plant fiber. Whatever can be chewed and eaten, including ropes, they will try to chew it. Especially if it's a bit moist still. So yeah, just keep that in mind. So region 2 is absolutely the way to go if you're a new player. 100%, 110%, actually 200%. There's no such thing but 200% when we're going to say it like this. Yeah, so how much, look at that. As usual, we are maxed on food processing. So you can learn so much. But I do think that the devs, when they are changing how learning and knowledge work in a different way, because they are working on that, they need to make sure that we learn easier than this, because we have had to spam. That's what we've had to do, isn't it? We've had to spam and remove these houses. And besides that, we've basically not really done anything we wouldn't want to do anyway, putting up, you know, stone fences or fences at all, and varying houses. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to actually remove this one and replace it with a stone hut, a stone pit hut. Can you hear the drums not fitting the music? How much do we have? So this one should now be what? Pavement does that. This is now still +8. Oh yeah, I'll keep doing that then. +8 is fine. Do not need any more. We're going to build better when we migrate. See, as long as we have animals that bring in food regularly. Oh my goodness, we need to go down on these. Look at that, we have, I didn't even notice, we have 394 meats. And now they are starting to, oh for heaven's sakes, we have too much food. Aye. And now we're going to come home, they're going to come home with pears. People love pears, they will eat pears. You can go down to 1. You guys can help out with, actually I'm going to do, you're going to leave you alone, you guys. I'm going to do this. Then let's see what they want to go do. Got to keep people active. Can also do one more of you. Ropes, no. You actually, I should probably open another one for more to learn the weaving up Max, even though he's young. And you can get one more. Now let's see. Raw stones. 2 getting more food. Don't need more. Nobody going there. Oh yeah, he's going. Okay. Go get it. Oh, actually, I'm going to let them do this as well. Then we're just going to build. We're just going to build, aren't we? Don't need you to go get food. We have too much food. Look at that. Improved weaving. You go, girl. 32. So now, yeah, how far up? Well, yeah, we still have a bit to go before we are reaching the limit that the timeline has. But it will continue to climb all the time. Every few hundred years, you get a little bit more that you can learn. And a few more things that you can learn. Let's see what's waiting for us now. Bifaces, in my opinion, should have been there at the start, but hey. Infinite spears, yeah. So how, look at that, we're quite okay with architecture. We're at 35, we can probably learn up to 40 plus something. This is 41. We should ideally have the same person repairing all the stone. Okay, she only has, oh god, I can't be asked ticking in each and every one of these. Oh, come on. She should ideally, that one person, oops, no. I assigned the dryer. Come on. Let's go back to tribe with you. There you go. Did he increase it even more? No, that's another one. Now 37. Yay. It was 32 with the young one, wasn't it? Oh, he stopped and now someone else. Okay, so he needs to learn the skills. That's fine. Yeah, let's spread it. It's no big deal. We have several that has good skills in weaving. No worries. 39. Yeah. So if we could get to Neolithic with between 50 and 80. I think that's a good amount to start with, and then you can work your way up to 400 and 500, you know, if you can manage. On region 2 you should manage, because you will not need to max out farms to get enough food, because you get so much food. Oh, hello, woodworking has been improved, and we got the pears. I'm going to send them out on one more round so we lose less. Look at that, of fresh pears. We'll take fresh pears, because pears give happiness. So raw meat is, how much is raw meat? I need to check. She doesn't have a unhappy face, I can't tell. I need to find someone with unhappy face. You, what did you eat last? Nothing. You ate something that was neutral. So it's either rose hips, hazelnuts, or beets or fish. That's what she has been eating. And you then? What about you? Yeah, you've been eating neutral as well. For heaven's sakes, go eat something. Our pears should be plus. Is it +7 or plus more? Let's have a look. No, it went to waste. I couldn't see. Oh. Yeah, now everybody's okay, because they eat good food. So they are mostly happy. There's a few who probably doesn't like that they have to sleep in the peltats. Because the peltats, of course, now are -26. Yeah, so that's not a good thing, is it? Right. So I think that is going to be it for this episode. I think we might have to consider very shortly to migrate. I need to see how many there's left of the bigger prey, and we also have so much food that we can afford to actually pause the hunters a bit. That means that they will reproduce better and more and be left in peace. So we could, in theory, stay here forever. But I do want to show you guys a few scavenge hops on how you can prepare better for landing, especially if you have a bigger tribe. If you have a huge tribe and you've been many years in the same locality, is always, in my opinion, just my opinion, a good idea to do a few scavenge runs to gather up a lot of food and to gather up some flint cores and some fine raw stones. And then you just land, and then you use a few days only. Don't build anything. Just use a few days, gather all the flint cores you can, all the fine raw stones, and the straw, and also get fiber. But keep your crafters active and take away limits. Let them produce tons of ropes, tons of fine sticks, and tools you will need for farming, such as your hoes and your wooden spears. Yeah, just get it done. Just have them spam it. And after 3-4 days, maybe 6, 7, 8, depending on how unhappy your tribe is, you will quickly find out. You just move again. You just migrate, and there's nothing you need to dismantle. There's nothing you need to do. You just move. Yeah. Look at the flies. I can see the flies from here. I can see the flies. God damn. Yeah, this is the thing with beginner. You almost cannot avoid wasting. If you're going to avoid wasting, you need to play hardcore style, and that is from hand to mouth, because then you will waste nothing. But there are things you can't avoid wasting. You know, tools waste no matter what you do, and you need tools, and the more you use them, the more they waste. That's just how it is. I personally think there shouldn't be any waste report on tools as such. It should be a wear report, or how long it's lasted and how long it has left of life. That is a different way of doing it. But yeah, but that is for the next time. Today we are done. I'm now going to go do the hardcore playthrough. I think it's episode 3 or 4 in Malta. And we had to migrate because we were so close to this coastline that we were flooded, so we had to move. Right, but next time we are going to consider if we can, if we are going to remove all the peltats except a few, and then get up more. of the better housing and try to get more population, or if we're going to keep it a bit low so we have lower amount of people that goes into the Neolithic timeline. There's so many decisions that needs to be made because there's so many ways to play it, you know. But that won't be now. It will be next time. So until then, have fun and do take care.